Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, welcome. I say good afternoon, whatever time of day it is, wherever you're watching around the world. Welcome to Gordon's School. It is Harlequins under-18s versus Bristol Bears under-18s. The Premiership Rugby Academy League continues apace. And these are two teams who've had some absolute crackers. Quins undefeated, but they have been in some real arm wrestles, and Bristol Bears off the back of a 33-33 draw in the derby with Gloucester. Well, what will today have in store? It is a good old-fashioned cage match here at Gordon's. Synthetic surface, immaculate as you'd expect. Spectators lining the cage in the colours of both Bristol Bears and Harlequins. Not too bad a journey for Bristol, actually. This on the correct side of London for them to come out, as you can see. Sports pitches everywhere, a real sporting hub. 2 games remaining in the regular season. If Harlequins win them both, then they could find themselves in the gold medal match at the finals day for the first time in a good while. Has been a good while as well, as is the nature of the under-18s. Plenty of changes as Bristol Bears make their way out, led by the captain, Kieran Hill. He's in a big front row with George Leyland and Finlay Fluke. And after the disappointment of last week, they'd love to travel to Quins today and get a victory. They were leading into the last play when Gloucester found a way to draw level, 33-33. And with the changes to this league this year, nobody knew what to expect, but what we have got is some absolutely sensational rugby. Elliot Williams leading Quins out today in the back row with Sam Warne and Adam Beanie. Both teams able to name 23 players, but have only named 22. Gorliku, Graham and Morgan in the front row. Screen and Laidlow in the engine room. Williams, Warne and Beanie 6, 7, 8. Then Cromie and Matt Jones, the exciting 9-10 partnership. Springate and Saunders on the wings with Sean Sharp, the classy fullback at 15. Finn Cunnison and Noah Slay in the centres for the home team. On the bench, no number 16, so Emmanuel Shanu Abu covers Loosehead. Ludkin covers tight. Spencer Codling, Hayden Amis, and then Callington, Joe Taylor and Tyler. A whole host of clubs, a whole host of schools represented in this Quins team. As for Bristol Bears, as I mentioned, the captain Kieran Hill is at hooker. He's flanked by Leyland and Fluke. It's Monty Wells and Ben Carter at the coalface. At lock, Pap, Smith and Lant in the back row. Geely, Kandavanam Lovell at 9 and 10. Then Reeves, Bulanaka on the wings. Harris at fullback. And then Lamb and Morris in those centres. We are underway. If you're joining us for the first time watching the under-18s this season, 35 minutes each way. And straight from the kickoff, our first look at the set piece.
Eight heads in, please, thank you.
Call there for Jago Morgan on the tight head side. Harry Cromie, ball in hand. Kai Geely wearing number 9 for Bristol today. Has to give Cromie space thanks to that new law. Little hand on that by the blindside flanker. And Adam Beanie sends the back line on the way. Good carry and a good shot. Bristol standing up defensively. And Quins making their way out to the edge. Good tackle. Slipped out of the offload, good as well, and then knocked on
the line.
Into touch.
Quins on the line.
Well, from the first scrum, we go to the first line out. Kieran Hill.
You're on the 15.
His job to find the man. Quins send up Laidlow and Carter claims it for Bristol, then a crash ball line.
Leave.
And a big contest for the ball.
Use it, 9.
Kai Geely takes his time. It was taken well in the backfield, but then the studs stick into that synthetic turf. And Quins find themselves in a little bit of trouble. But it's well rescued, and those clear-outs coming in thick and fast. Confident play, isn't it? Finn Cunnison with a nice carry. And a snipe from Cromie. Oh, and a turnover. Kieran Hill now, Bristol Bears with some field position. Ollie Harris in at scrum half. .229 on the clock. Bristol with their hands on the ball in the Quins half for the first time. Little short ball. The referee deciding there's crossing in midfield. And that'll be a Harlequins penalty.
Sit, please. White 11 in front. Thank you. Just sit, please.
So both teams with an opportunity. No one visiting the red zone just yet. Three minutes gone. One good line out from Hill. Now it's Ashton Graham's turn. The Gordon's man playing at his home ground. Sam Warne. Cardinal Newman. Flanker. Rises high. Oh, flat ball, but that's gone backwards. Quins putting it through the hands early. Tristan Saunders, the Dulwich College winger, wearing 14, but on the left wing. Oh, that inside ball, the second touch, a good one. Gorleku brought down. Great short ball, the leg drive there too. Quins working so well to...
Knocked on first by White over here.
Listening into the referee for the advantage. Quins working so well to keep this ball alive. Players not dying with the ball. This was the offload that created the space. Lovely soft hands.
You guys good standards at that
Physical
first one.
from Bristol.
Again, thank you. Nice and stable.
And that's a rarity. The referee happy with the scrum early on.
Hold on, lads. Just got clear. Time off. Happy? Come.
Finn Cunnison running so fast. He dislodged his GPS, but he stood there, hands on hips, big, physical, ball-carrying 12. He'll be looking to get his hands on it. Bishop Wandman.
Set. And up. Anything?
Nice, boys. Nice, Georgie. Let's go, Georgie.
Right, hold your bind longer. And go higher.
The referee and his assistant. Chat here.
Big squat forward, lads. Go.
Seems strange to reset the scrum, given the ball was at the number 8's feet. However, officials work in mysterious ways.
No early bind, please, lads. Thank you. Oh, sorry, lads. Bind. Set.
Well, the clock continues to tick. 5 minutes gone, still 0-0. No real opportunities yet. Could this be the first one for the host? Cunnison had his spring partner Slay to his left. And the ball can come out of the back here. Another good carry. And a high tackle. Penalty advantage to work with.
That mark for me, please, guy.
Quick hands helped on. Fluid from Cunnison. Plenty of numbers there on that short side for Bristol.
No advantage, good counter, coming back for a high tackle, White 13. Just wait for me, please. Second. Thank you. White 13, high tackle.
Evan Morris, the guilty party. And a good touch finder. Bit of unnecessary juice on that, and it's out of the cage.
Yeah, that's you. Thank you.
But the opportunity of the game so far for the Harlequins, Ashton Graham in the white scrum cap, steadies himself.
Yeah, thank you.
8 metres between him, his team and the line.
One of you in, please. One of you in.
First job done, well received by Henry Laidlow. And well defended initially by Bristol.
Penalty advantage.
Another penalty advantage, Graham peels away.
Yeah, it's that lad there, thank you.
With a free go at it here, Graham. Pick and a go from
No
Gorleku.
advantage, double movement, coming back for the collapse more.
Was
Number 3,
grounded, but a
white.
double movement called. And these penalties in key areas starting to mount up for Bristol Bears. Finley Fluke, the latest to be penalised. And straight back to the corner.
Say again? Just about, yeah. On the line, thank you.
Three penalties inside the final third conceded by Bristol. That ball's gone backwards,
No
but it's
advantage.
scruffy.
Knocked on by Quinn.
And Quins are going to have to do it the hard
In the
way.
line out, yeah. He's in the line out. Thank you. What scrum?
And a knock-on called from the line out.
It's on.
Looked to our naked eye like it went backwards,
Yeah,
but
on
the
the
AR
15,
down
that's
there
in
in
the
a
lineup.
much better position than us.
The ball is the offside line here, yeah?
Say again?
The ball is the offside line here, yeah, when it goes back.
Correct, Sheb, you mustn't go beyond the flanker. Yeah, not doing new laws. Oh, that's good. Marks, mate. Thank you.
Let's get on 8 together. Let's go. 8 down, 8 yards. 1 in, come in. Get out, big scrum, Jake, let's go. Back. I'm getting on 8, I'm getting on 8.
Set. Yeah, stay on, thank you. Good work.
Let's go.
Ball goes to the blind, and it's a good length on the clearance kick, but it stays in. An opportunity for Sharp to counter, but the kick chase superb, and Bristol swarming this breakdown. The Quins can come away with it. Good pick up off the toes.
Ripped in the tackle.
And back towards traffic they go. Turned over by Bristol though. And now they've got some numbers out wide if they can get it. They're defending to be done here for Quins as Bristol sweep forward. That dummy. The right decision. Just running out of real estate over there on the far side. That ball's popped forward.
Happy?
And then ripped back into Bristol's hands. Well, there has been a little bit of rain this morning. Really good conditions for the time of year now, but it is a slippery surface. Not surprised to see that ball popping in and out from time to time. Up into the hands of a Harlequin. Now Bristol at 1s and 2s in defence. The pass just in behind Sean Sharp, but he shows some good footwork and gets into the 22. Another good position for the home team. Huge pass off the left hand, but then a great shot on screen.
Playing the 9.
And Kieran Hill is being a nuisance. The breakdown came through the middle there. So after Hill's good work, one of his teammates gives away the penalty. It's another opportunity inside the 22 for Harlequins. 11 minutes of this 35-minute first half gone.
Hold, please. Just there, thanks.
Same again, boys, let's go.
Good line-out ball.
Penalty, early shove.
And a good start to the move. Another early shove here from Bristol. Another penalty conceded, and Ashton Graham carries towards the line. Is this the moment for Quins?
Wide back. Still
The
advantage
latch
for the early
was a
hit.
little lazy.
No advantage. Early take on the jumper in the line out.
And huge credit to Bristol Bears. They are defending their line
taking
so
the jumper.
bravely, but how much longer can they defend it for? Now, what's the call here? It's a tap, and it's a go, and it's a huge carry. And finally, Quins are over. Four or five opportunities in the 22. And a change of tactic from the penalty. A quick tap. A big carry. And Gerald Gorliku is over. That is some serious artillery, isn't it? Runs into three Bristol Bears. Powerful enough to get over. It's been 12.5 minutes of hard graft, but eventually we've got some points on the board. It is Harlequins 5, Bristol Bears 0. Make that 7. The extras added. Sean Sharp on kicking duty today.
Ball, please, Quins. Who's your kicker? Yeah, keep him behind you, please, when you're kicking. Yeah, keep him behind you, 10. Make sure ball's on or behind the line.
Boys, everyone behind.
Left or right? Time off. Happy? Just let him get forward.
Referee just called time off for a short amount of medical attention. And Bristol Bears get us back underway. Nice high hanging kick. They'll try and contest this. Won't quite get there quick enough though.
Move right, thank you. Get out. Get back.
Big Henry Laidlow underneath it. Will Papp trying to get through, and they've not had a lot of joy, but Bristol really working hard to try and disrupt this breakdown. Kieran Hill, a couple of turnovers already. He was in there again, wasn't he? Buzzing around the place. Now Harry Cromie, he's going to send this one up a little bit too deep to chase. Well, it's too deep to challenge, should I say. The chase is certainly there. That's slipped out of the hands, but not forward. No, not forward, backwards. And well rescued. And this time the pressure does tell. Great defensive discipline from Harlequins. Frey Lant holding on. Once again, discipline costing Bristol Bears field position. They're back in their 22.
Just stay, please, thank you. Yeah, timing was a bit early.
Another line out, another opportunity.
Coming in on the jumper.
Change of option in the line out. And they go to the maul again. Watch a couple of these Bristol players trying to come through and disrupt. There is no way through though. So Cromie up the short side, bit of footwork from Saunders. Try saving tackle, 2 metres short, Henry Laidlow. Another penalty advantage, Bristol just cannot catch a break. Oh, big carry, big shot in return.
That is a good turn.
Once, then twice, it is physical out there.
Time's off. Thank you. Captain. So we have another penalty against you there. That's your 4 offside. So we've had a collapse maul early on the lifter. Now an offside here. I need better discipline in this area. Have a word, please. That was fine. It would have been legal, but we were playing an advantage.
No, I mean the one earlier on when they screwed out.
I don't remember that one. Just have a word, please. Happy? Yep.
Tap and go time again for Quins.
Offside.
Gerald Gorliku. Oh no, he was bracing himself for another abrasive carry instead.
Yeah, Bristol, use the line, please.
It's to the corner.
Use the line, lads. On the line, yeah, set your meter.
More good ball. Graham's really found his darts today. And now more numbers arriving. Breakaway score. Ashton Graham up the short side. So many numbers. Committed to that maul, and the hooker steals in and ghosts over for Quint's second.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at this, the backs come in to add their weight.
We'll keep an eye on it. Thank you.
No defenders on the short side, and Graham's there. Well, the clock ticking to a quarter of the way through the game, and Bristol Bears have barely had a sniff. Plenty of field position, plenty of opportunity for Harlequins. They'd actually probably prefer to be a little bit further ahead, as Sean Sharp looks to go 2 out of 2, just pushes that across the face.
Now let's bear that in mind, guy, yeah? Left or right?
Quinn scoring tries in numerical order at the moment. First it was number 1, Gerald Gorliku. Now number 2, Ashton Graham. Jago Morgan will be licking his lips, because according to the way things are going, he's next.
Forward. Thank you, mate.
18 minutes gone. Oh, that looked forward. Was forward.
It's gone wide.
Admire the endeavour from Harlequins, looking to create some space on the edge around the outside. Alas, nothing available.
Bind. Set.
Finally some field position then for Bristol Bears. What can they do with it? They've got that pod of Candavenham, Lovell, Bruno Lamb and Evan Morris. Goes to Lamb first, great carry from the 12. Frees the hands too, not sure how deliberate it was, but it buys extra metres for Bristol, and a penalty for Quins. Oh, first real opportunity.
13 holding on.
But once again, inside the 22.
Score advantage. No advantage. Knocked on.
And just as we were looking at the replay there, Quins have coughed it up. Bristol have knocked it on, and it's a scrum to the home team.
Yeah, again, guys. Good height, good stability on that one. Same
Big
against
scrum! Big scrum, lads! Let's go, Els. Go top the box. Go, Beanie.
Let's go, please. Let's get set. Seconds in.
Not in a rush to set this scrum, are they, Monty Wells and Ben Carter?
Bind.
Now the back row join.
Set.
Stay up, Jago! Stay up, Jago!
Most of the options to the right-hand side for Harlequins here. They'll go through a phase or two to give themselves a couple of kicking options.
Tap the wrong side. 8 not rolling. Must land the right side. White 8 not rolling.
Oh, and Bristol Bears again on the wrong side, and just making the exit too easy for Harlequins. And pretty sure if if we could go into the changing room for the half-time chat, it would be discipline, discipline, discipline. They've made exit and entry so easy for Harlequins. Exiting the 22 and then entering theirs.
Well done. Thank you, while you're here. Make sure you're back to it. Number 2.
Front row replacement then for Harlequins. Gerald Gorliku off, Emmanuel Shanu Abu on. He's another one from Gordon, so playing on his home ground. Now spreading the ball. Give a space on the edge, covered well by Bristol. Now Ollie Harris over it, trying to disrupt.
Thank you. Ball's out there.
Harry Cromie. Oh, good pick up off the toes. Slightly quicker ball this time. Well, it was until there was a little fumble by Henry Laidlow. Decent nudge into the backfield where Ollie Harris is waiting. A lovely seed off the left hand. Well lined up by Tristan Saunders.
Counter.
This time it's Quinn's turn to put the pressure on at the breakdown for that counter-ruck, searching for that ball.
Stay in. Still on, stay on side.
It is slow for Bristol,
On side.
but at least it's in their hands, and Kai Geely has got all the time in the world after Henry Laidlow goes a little quickly.
Hit that mark, please, guys.
Kicked into space by Sean Sharp. Where's this bounce going? Needs to put the brakes on. Oh, and we'll go all the way back. Bristol Bears scrum, and finally a little bit of luck for them.
Scrum. Thought you might. Where's your mark?
Referee saying thought you might there. I wonder if anyone would choose a 22 dropout over a scrum in the opponent's half. About 12 metres in from touch. Jeke Bulanaka just keeping Quins honest on that short side, perched in behind the scrum. Candavenham Lovell not had a lot of opportunity in the 10 jersey for Bristol. Standing wide, waiting for a good ball from Kai Geely, but first things first, got to get the scrum moving. And here they come, Bristol. Got an exciting backline, got pace in Ollie Harris. Good cover tackle, perhaps that could have gone, but that is a good net gain on the first phase. Oh, great shot.
Yes, good.
No advantage.
Physical from Quins, another good ball. Like it could have crept forward.
Big knock on there.
And it did, Kieran Hill.
Say again. Okay, I've not had anything from that side, but we'll have a look. I'll get this side.
Just another
No problem.
example there of Bristol just not really being able to go through the phases. What were we on there? 3 or 4 phases?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it.
When you're 2 scores down,
Keep an eye out. We've got ball away there, so, but we will look. Thank
you
you.
just want things to happen, and you want them to happen quickly.
We call it. If we see it, we'll call it.
So a busy day, busy week for Harlequins, as it always is. A couple of players involved with the England under-20s and their victory on Thursday night.
No, fine.
A couple more involved
Water off, please, lads. Thank you.
with England over at the Aviva later this afternoon. And then the men's team,
Turn back
a
on.
huge number of players who've come up through this under-18s pathway involved in the Premiership Cup against London Scottish. And it's the penultimate league game of the season for these teams. Ends for Harlequins next week away at the StoneX Stadium against Saracens. And he very much came second against their North London rivals last year.
On side, please.
Bracken on the wing, sensational, scored a couple of brilliant tries. Of course, he's turning out for England under-20s now. Back to the action, we're back underway, and Quinn's timing pass as well, hitting good lines. Oh, picked off, and now a chance for Bristol, a foot race, and there's only going to be one winner. Is that the opportunity they needed, the bit of luck they needed? And Bristol Bears are on the scoreboard. An interception try and a clean pair of heels.
Thank you.
Casper Reeves races in.
It's with me, thank you.
And we've got a game on our hands. And therein lies the problem for Harlequins. When you have all these opportunities and you spend so much time in the 22 and you don't convert because you wait for the next chance and you wait for the next chance. And credit to Bristol, they found ways to hang in there. Then all of a sudden there's one loose pass. You've got someone like Casper Reeves, serious gas merchant. And this conversion to make it a 5-point game. Flag stays down. Harlequins 12, Bristol Bears 5.
Was that left, was it?
Take another look at this now. Harlequins looking to get it to the edge. It wasn't even that much of a gamble for Casper Reeves, was it? Just got himself in the passing channel. Gallops down the line. And that's gone forward from the restart. And into the hands of Finn Cunnison. Really backwards in coming forwards, Cunnison.
Offside, still in.
Again, Bristol conceding such a needless penalty.
Offside the Brock. Just here, please, Ed. Thank you.
Jones. For touch, hasn't he, Matt Jones?
Yeah, watch these players on the 10.
And largely, the line-out's gone well too. Can it yield another 5 points? Ashton Graham, still Graham. Oh, meets a shoulder there. Big carry and a big tackle. But quick ball, another one inside for Saunders. He's brought down. Little snipe from short. Try number 3 is there. Took a little while to find the ball on the ground. But Harlequins over immediately. What a response. And Bristol kicking themselves for not claiming that restart. It's cost them 5 points for the conversion to come.
Okay, good shout. Have a word with him for me, mate. That's fine, yeah. Feel free to mention it.
So it was in from close. Keep your eye on the powerhouse, Emmanuel Shanu Abu. Once again, all business for him and no pleasure playing against him. Another score for the big prop forward. And that looking like a decent substitution. One try scorer for another. Sean Sharp. Beautiful kick. And it's a 7-point response.
Next job, boys. Come on, Quinn.
There's 5 on the clock, lad.
So many bodies in there, but Quins have got those powerhouses, haven't they?
Bristol, go, boys.
It's got an advantage. No advantage. Not
This
done there,
time
but
it's
first
Quins who
knock on by
can't deal with the
Quins,
restart. Now, just a reminder that our clock is ticking towards 30 minutes, 35-minute halves in these under-18 academy games, but there have been a couple of stoppages, and our clock is not linked in with the referee's clock. There is a clock here in the stadium as well, but that's continued to tick too. So when we do reach 35 minutes, do expect there to be a couple of minutes additional.
Bind! Set!
Just as Bristol Bears have a bit of field position again. They've left one player on the short side here, Casper Reeves.
Stop!
The try scorer. But they go to the open side. Candavenham Lovell. Nice wraparound move and some space here for Bristol to attack. First phase try could be on the cards for Casper Reeves. He's made his way from the left to the right to get on the end of a beautiful move. Bristol Bears strike on the first phase. That is 3 tries in 3 minutes. 2 for Bristol, 1 for Quins, and we're back in business. This is pure class. Just watch Casper Reeves just get on his bike, get into space here. He started on the left flank. He is just poached in there ahead of Bulanaka, who was waiting for it, but he hits that ball at pace. Tough to stop, and he's got a pair. Oh, it took Bristol Bears a little while to get going. But now they're here, they are producing quality. Here's Bruno Lamb. It's an important kick, because if he misses it, it remains a 2-score game. Oh, good kick. A try like that deserves the conversion. 19-12. Yeah, that little ball in behind to create the space for Ollie Harris. Draws the final man, and Casper Reeves just steps inside. Puts the Quins defenders off balance and restores this 7-point scoreline. Well, Quins have gone big after this and batted it back. Yes, nicely done. Bristol, well, 2 work-ons.
Captain, you were warned here already. We'd had an offside previous in there, and that's a not rolling by number 3. It's a yellow card. Discipline needs to get better. Number 3. 3, not rolling.
Well, another penalty.
Mark on here, is it? Thank you.
This time they're going to be down to 14 for 7 minutes because it's a 35-minute half.
3, not rolling.
And Matt Jones goes for the corner again. Interesting, I thought they might have gone for the scrum because Bristol would have had to have made a front row replacement, leaving them even shorter in the back line. Alas, they're going to have to line out and probably maul here without Finlay Fluke, their big tight head prop. First things first, find the man. Henry Laidlow is that man. Up they go and to the maul. Already making meters here. Looking for try number 4. Bit more artillery arrives for Quins. It's a little bouncy in there, isn't it? But still moving forward. Still moving forward. Over the line. And down. And these teams cannot stop scoring. Second try for Graham. Off the back of the graft and industry of all the pack in front of him. And it is Hugo, Igo, Harlequins and Bristol Bears. And as we count down towards half-time, it's 24-12. So much weight, so many bodies, so much commitment. And as soon as it starts to move backwards for Bristol Bears, with that many players committed, it is nigh on impossible to stop. Sharp is 2 from 3 so far. Oh, couldn't quite fade it in. He's 2 from 4.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, I've got 15.
24-12. And our clock has ticked over 35 minutes now. No, I'm not sure when the ref said she's got 15. Did she mean 15 seconds? Did she mean 15 players? Definitely not for Bristol. They're currently down to 14. Can Harlequins get something else with this numerical advantage just before half-time? It's a decent dummy. Oh, but Bristol have gone after it at the breakdown. And they've won the turnover. Is that Casper Reeves? He's really turning up, isn't he? Going after it. And maybe Davenham Lovell can kick Bristol into the 22. And they'll have the chance to respond with a man down.
Twins here, please. Thank you.
God, if they could get a score here down to 14, that would be absolutely huge for the visitors. Kieran Hill.
9, you out? Are you out? Okay.
They've got Jake Smith in at scrum half here, but it slipped through the fingers. We're not going to see what was planned. Another opportunity for Bristol Bears goes begging, and they've not had too many, and what they have had, they've been pretty wasteful with. Good physical defending, though. Quinn's still got a scrum advantage here. From that knock-on, good carry from Elliot Williams, the Gordon's flanker. It's been impressive this season. That's Shenu Abu, try scorer from short range, a tough man to stop. Cromie. Oh, plenty of Bristol bodies there, but they've let it bounce. But I think they've got away with one there. It's back in the hands of the men in white. Despite the scrappy ball, they've done so well to shift it and make Quins defend. On to the 10. Not long now until half-time. Can Davenham Lovell. Oh, it's a big gap there for Bristol to exploit. They've got so much space. And they are in, under the poles. Sweeping move by Bristol. These boys are playing some rugby, down to 14, and just before half-time they've closed the gap. What a brilliant try. Look at this gap here. There's a huge space with Shanu Abu. Hadn't come across with the drift. Delayed pass there from Bruno Lamb. And Evan Morris goes in for a brilliant try. And it's converted. And as the whistle goes for half-time, we have got a really, really good game on our hands. Look at this, the two centres linking up. First of all, the gap exploited by Bruno Lamb. Evan Morris running the trailing line.
Did you get the yellow card?
And that takes us into this short 5-minute interval with this game right in the balance. Bristol Bears might be a man down, but they're only 5 points down. It's Harlequins 24, Bristol Bears 19. All right, let's get back to it. Bristol Bears on the hunt. First half largely belonging to Harlequins, but the scoreboard doesn't reflect that. Bristol Bears still down to 14. Repeated infringements, and it was Finley Fluke who was the one who was sent
Down the middle.
to the sin bin. Oh, and great news, the referee's unmuted her mic. Fantastic. Means we can hear her. And a warm welcome, all welcome back wherever you're watching around the world. Great to have you here at Gordon's School for this cage match between Harlequins and Bristol Bears. Feels like the next try is massive. If Bristol could get it, draw level, maybe get the kick to go in front, then sets us up for a belter of a second half. Harlequins did lead by 12 points to 0, then 19 points to 10.
Back for Bristol!
So 4 tries to 3 in favour of the home team. That's taken well under not a lot of pressure.
Penalty advantage.
And there's a lot of the image of the senior men's team in this
high tackle from
Bristol
12.
team, isn't there?
High tackle from 12.
Finn Cunnison punished for a high tackle. So that trumped what happened before that, which would have been a knock-on advantage. Candavenham Lovell to get the first bit of territory of the half for Bristol Bears. And he does exactly that. They absolutely killed themselves, Bristol, with the penalties they conceded in the first half. Although Kieran Hill's darts were good, Fergus Callington has come on. Oh, big overthrow. And a big carry into the 22. Go the Bears. Candavenham Lovell off the right hand. There's space every time they're on the ball, and Bristol execute the 2-on-1. It's a hat-trick for Casper Reeves. Bristol Bears level for the first time since 0-0 with the kick to take the lead.
Yep, card back on.
And that man, Casper Reeves, 3 tries. The arch finisher.
Ball, please, Bristol.
Bulanaka with the assist. And not only have they scored 4 tries, they've scored 4 fantastic tries since that Reeves interception. 24-24, the delayed ball, fantastic. And these boys can play.
Just thank you.
Important kick for Bruno Lamb. Just creeps in the far post. And Bears lead 26-24.
Hold, please, 10.
Let's go, boys!
Left to right, mate.
Rocket start, first attack for Bristol.
Okay. Okay.
And Quinn's discipline was pretty good in the first half. Didn't concede too many penalties. That is 1 penalty conceded, 1 try conceded in this second half. On another knocked on restart. Bristol Bears coaching staff will be tearing their hair out, and the players won't be too happy either. They have just let Quinn straight back into the 22. Now it's their turn to try and be clinical. Lovely ball out of the back. Is there space here for Cunnison? Carries well. He's got Joe Taylor in behind him. He's come off the bench. Rocket ball out to the wing. Springate gets rid of one, but he's been driven towards the touchline. Oh, a knock on in contact.
So I've got him knocking on as he goes to ground. Thank you. Say again. I'm fine, they released him, he knocked it on. Thank you. Just there. Sorry?
Just be a little bit slower.
Yes.
And once again, Harlequins into the 22. Come up empty-handed. But now the key is make the exit difficult. Another thing that Bristol were guilty of in the first half is making it so easy for Quins to get out the 22.
So first half we had quite a decent gap. I want to see that gap, please. Guys, holding your weight back. Anything from you? No. Holding that weight back, please, lads.
Emmanuel Shanu Abu is off. Gerald Gorliku is back on, wearing number 1. Fergus Cannington on wearing 21 now, the Whitgift scrum half.
Find!
Kai Geely, well, there's a couple of Welshmen on the pitch. Matt Jones, another one. Quins 10. Kai Geely is at Hartbury College, but from Pontedilice RFC. Plenty of Welsh talent at the Bears in the senior team as well, and that is a cultured boot to clear the lines.
Bristol will have you there, thank you. Substitution, who's off? Lads, hold on please, substitution. Time's off.
Changes incoming for the Bears.
Who's coming off, mate? Not sure if they're off.
One in the forwards, one in the backs. Keeson Stewart coming on to replace Ben Carter. Nice ball off the top for Callington to work with. To touch forward, but it's a brilliant carry. Henry Laidlow loitering in midfield, bashing holes. Oh, it's been coughed up but gathered again. And Springate. Oh, so nearly dropped that, so nearly blew the opportunity.
Coming through, hands and knees.
And what a clear out.
Coming through on hands and knees, disrupting the ball.
Oh, again.
15.
So much good work, completely undone. It was a monster clear out, and then someone crawling through.
Time off.
Fergus Callington got absolutely walloped. Oh.
Just stay up for me, yeah? Thank you. Time's off. Thank you. Right, so take your time, yeah? Have a word.
Well, a little injury break. So we take a look at this clear out here. Watch this. Whack! And then it was a cover tackle, wasn't it? Elliot Williams. I think his studs have just got caught in the ground, so he'll take his time. And the first visit to the red zone for Harlequins in this second half.
Yep, thank you, yeah.
Most of their tries have come from these kind of positions, close in. And they've all gone to front row forward so far. 4 tries, 1 for Gorliku, 2 for Ashton Graham, 1 for Emmanuel Shanu Abu. Bristol's quite the opposite, a hat-trick for Casper Reeves over on the left wing. Evan Morris on the inside line from a Bruno Lamb pass.
Off feet. Just there.
Now what do Quins do here? Is it a tap? Is it a line out?
Take the light, Bristol. Take
Going
the line,
for the line out, Math Jones. Dabs it into the corner, 5 metres out. As close as they can be from the line out.
Right, who's your receiver? Yourself, thank you.
Come on, Queens!
On the line.
Job to be done here for Ashton Graham, on a hat-trick himself.
2 receivers, you both stayed out. 2 receivers, both stayed out. Thank you. Thanks.
Well, Bristol running this from inside their own 22. They fancy it, and why not? Cutting loose from anywhere and everywhere. But the ball ricochets back into the hands of Sean Sharp.
I've got a knock on from wide. Thank you.
He's knocked that ball on. And in fact, it was a knock on off Bristol before that. We talk about exits. I mean, they've knocked the ball on, they've given it back to Quins, but they made 50 metres there on the first phase.
Yep.
It is an identity that runs through the Bears at the moment.
Just making changes.
Same way that it runs through Quins. Change in the pack. Spencer Codling coming in for Noah Screen. Roslyn Park and Whitgift School.
Yes, Queens, let's go. Let's go. Down. Let's go. Tight. Let's go, Jones.
There's been a couple of quite important contributions. Codling, ball in hand. Burst through a pile of bodies to put Quins on the front foot to get that try that helped them beat Bath. Simple situation to this, a close scoreline. Line speed from Bristol. Look at Hill being a right nuisance. Now some space for Warren. Oh, the inside ball. A loose one.
Forward pass.
And Bristol, edge to edge. Oh, but a forward pass. Oh. Well, both teams seem like they are hanging by a thread at the moment.
No, I'm not. We've got that flat for us.
Sam Warren over on the right-hand side. The ball inside was a bit loose. And then as soon as it's in Bristol's hands, they're like, right, let's get a couple of passes on it. Let's get it away from Quins' bodies. Let's get it to an edge and let's trust the gas.
Yeah, Mark's here. Good to go.
Got Reeves, they've got Bulanaka.
Set.
Again, Quins looking to go forward in the scrum. And Cromie gets them going. Pulled out of the back. It's in behind Noah Slay. So he's got work to do, being driven towards the touchline. Gets past Reeves and up to the 22. Cannington. Oh, good ball, lovely handling. And then off the right hand of Jones. Sean Sharp needs to be careful of that touchline. Matt Jones barks the instructions. Flat ball, sending big men forward. He's back in position. He's got some more big men to aim for, but instead it comes out of the back. Half a gap there for Noah Slay. He's got Warren out there on the edge. Sam Warren straight into the man. Quins need quick ball here. This is the first time they've really gone through phases in this second half. Henry Laidlow brought down. Oh, loose ball. But good handling could open up here for Sharp. Ball to the outside. Quinn's back ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
And out there on the edge.
Ollie, thank you. About the back foot. What you just mentioned.
And a hat trick for the hooker.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, sometimes it's the bouncing ball that really bamboozles the defender, but great awareness in the contact zone. Sean Sharp inside, and then Ashton Graham, having done so much work up the guts, he's loitering out there on the edge, probably trying to catch a breather. Instead, he finds the ball in the breadbasket. And that is our second hat-trick of the day. Ashton Graham joins Casper Reeves. And that's the third time the lead has changed hands. And it's extended, 31-26.
That's time check. Okay, thank you.
What a score. That's Quinn's try of the game. Can always rely on Finn Cunnison to try and straighten things up. Good hands there by Codling as well. And Sean Sharp does so well to fix the defender. Would have been easy to drift and give that ball and not give Graham anything to work with. Instead, he opened the door and rolled out the red carpet for the hooker. Codling takes that well. Good one-man lift as well. Means that Bristol Bears can't go after him. Williams. He shook off that little knock that he had. And then Callington sends it skywards. Good chase on this ball, but what a take. Always attacking. Five-point game, one-score game, and Bristol going to find the edge again. Look to shade forward. Referee and the AR say no. And this pendulum swinging back in Bristol's direction. Need to go through phases here. They've scored all their tries early in the phase count. They've not really built pressure at any stage. Back up the short side.
Blocked on in the tackle.
Flicked on, helped on. It's actually a Bristol Bears advantage for a little knock-on from Quinns.
No advantage, playing a knock-on
Carrying with intent, Quinns over it.
Where's the scrum? Thank you.
Oh, and a couple of phases there
playing a scrum advantage
for Bristol.
This way. Thank you. It was knocked on by Quinns in the tackle.
Strap yourselves in, because Bristol Bears have got a lovely scrum position here to launch one of these first phase attacks that have lit up this game. George Williams holding the flank now. Splendid mullet on the young man. Bridgewater College.
Yeah, let's get that 8-9, Callie. That's all you want. It's
20 minutes to go on our clock. Just a reminder, in a close game like this, it is not perfect, but it's pretty close.
Angling across.
Bristol penalty. Away they go. Oh, out of the back door. Big pressure on that, and Quinns have turned it over. Noah Slay, brilliant work. Gets himself into the passing channel and then dives on that loose ball. Lovely little flick as well, but needs to be careful not to get isolated. Oh, he's just off his feet.
He's gone off feet and disrupted. Didn't get the jackal. Gone off feet and disrupted.
And once he lost his footing, needs to get out of the way. And that feels like a really important defensive set for Harlequins. Brilliant work by Noah Slay. Just to force that pass out of the back door and then snaffle that loose ball.
When a player is in and a beat, yeah. If a player's walking in, I need to be clearer and a beat. Thank you.
Ashton Graham. And fires that one to the back, gathered by Callington. And Quinns can come again. Oh, it's a good tackle. But the offload's there. Who's going to straighten this one up? Oh, it doesn't need straightening up. It's slick hands. Right the way out to Ashton Graham, who's on the edge again. He gets it out of the back door. Noah Slay's there. Undefendable at the moment, Slay. Oh, that is outstanding. One more pass might do it. In fact, it doesn't need one at all. Quins are through. It's a 10-point ball game, and they are cutting loose in this second half. Just seemed like there were so many options. Just take a look at this. Didn't look like there was a hole to be punched. It was a flat ball, that late tip. And Jago Morgan goes over. So as previously discussed, it is 1, 2 and 3 scoring tries for Quins. How often does that happen? All 3 starting front rowers getting over the whitewash. And the conversion's good. It is a 12-point game once again, and a little bit of breathing space here. Just look at this line that was run. Short ball, a beauty. Tight head props dream of running those lines.
So you've gone off your feet, unsuccessful, never got a lift, and then you disrupted the ball. Thank you.
38-26. 10 tries between the two teams. Still plenty of time though. 15 minutes give or take.
Yeah, time's off, yeah.
It's been an enjoyable game, hasn't it? Both teams played some absolute crackers. Harlequins raced out to a 12-point lead, so we've been point for point since then. And since conceding the lead at 26-24, they've been pretty much immaculate. Taylor the tape. Gerald Gorlick went over, Ashton Graham went over. And then it was an interception try. Quins had spent plenty of time in the 22. They were looking to cut loose in their own half, but Casper Reeves stole in. Lightning finish. First of his 3 tries. There was a yellow card in there. And just before half-time, Quins led 19-10. Then 24-10. All of a sudden, it's 24-19.
There's a sub on, Dan.
At half-time. Then straight after half-time, first real attack. Bristol Bears win the penalty. It's another beautiful first fave. Casper Reeves goes in for his 3rd try, his hat-trick try. And since then, Quins have got a couple to put themselves back in control. 38-26. Here at Gordon School. Henry Laidlow. He's been absolutely excellent today. He's been at the heart of everything. Carrying, tackling, great line-out jumper as well. Speculative dab. And back in the hands of Bristol Bears. For them, it doesn't matter how it got there. It's the fact is that it has got there. Oh, good handling. That's gone a touch forward. Bit of a hospital pass there. Not surprised he tried to get rid of it quickly. Will not thank his teammates for that.
Yeah, who's on? Come off. Who's coming off, mate? Who's coming off? Yeah, time's up. Go. Say again? Yeah, forward.
Change in the front row. The try scorer, Jago Morgan. His job done for the time being. He is replaced by Harry Ludkin. Also plays his rugby here at Gordon's Club Rugby for Camberley. Up the Squirrels. Got Hayden Amos packing down at number 8 now as well. Spencer Codling's got onto the flank. big blast on the referee's whistle.
Angle and collapse, thank you.
The penalty at scrum time, and again it's discipline.
Just for me, mate, just with the comms,
For Bristol Bears, great position here for Harlequins to just take some time out of the clock and eventually go searching for another meat pie. It's not a brilliant kick though. First one that Matt Jones has really made a mess of. Again, look how well Bristol are just moving this ball from edge to edge. And it goes into the right pair of hands, really carrying with intent. It's another carry in search of quick ball and getting it.
First man there, no right. First man.
There's a hand on that from Quins. Brilliant turnover. Oh, how good. Pilfering, snaffling.
No advantage first by Quins, then by Bristol.
It's knocked on one way, then the other. Sean Sharp a little bit. Sean Sharp for everyone there.
So you've got one in and down of you.
The idea was right. Not sure Joe Taylor was expecting that.
There first man. Thank you. Yeah, so this side, make sure you're staying straight, please.
First scrum then for this Ludkin Gorleku partnership. Got Noah Slade in there with that scrum cap on. He's wearing 13, but he's covering wing now with Joe Taylor into the centres. Scrappy ball to deal with, but that is such a good ball off the left hand. That is a key aspect of the way Bristol Bears play, whether it's academy, whether it's senior rugby. That initial delivery off the scrum half.
Thank you.
Just those extra few metres to give the 10 options. Great hands. Through again, the 2-on-1 executed. And Bristol have scored another screamer. Evan Morris gets his second, and Bristol cut Quins to ribbons once more. They can score from anywhere and everywhere. And it is one missed tackle, and you are done for. It's that carry there, just a little bit of a soft shoulder. Great supporting line, and then look at that, options both ways. Everyone continuing to give the ball carrier options. Evan Morris the best one, and he scored 2 tries today, just running good support lines. God, we've seen some tries, haven't we? 11 now in total. Ball's on its way. Oh, the flag stayed down. Tough miss. Let's take another look at this try, though. The highlights reel for Bristol Bears has been absolutely joyous. Evan Morris in. And I'd imagine coming up to the last 10 minutes. So our clock says 11 to go. The clock in the stadium says 8 to go. I don't think either are right,
we've got about 2 more minutes, but keep
oh, hang on.
I'll check with them then.
Did the referee just say 2 minutes? Can't be. Can't be. The people want more. The game's too good. It's not a traditional clearance, it's a kick to compete in midfield now. Oh, here we go. The second ball bounces up for Bristol. The offload again, incredible. Oh, it's just gone forward. Every time they're on the ball, they send Quins into panic mode. They look so composed in the chaos. And look where we are on the pitch. It's a good contest for the ball as well.
Shoulders out, lads. Both sets of shoulders out.
Once you lose that initial contest,
time off. Time off on your place.
so I need another time check from the referee now. Because I could have sworn she said 2 minutes. She might have said 10 minutes.
Yep.
So the referee might have said 2 minutes. Our clock says 10 minutes. The clock has continued to count down in the stadium, so that's going to be miles off. That says 6:43. They've just stopped that now. And all the while, we've got a one-score game, a 7-point game. And bear in mind, Bristol Bears are 7 points away from equalising. And they drew against Gloucester last week, 33-33. It's thrillers in every direction. Well, the tape being applied. I swear the biggest bill at the end of every rugby club season must be the tape that they use to patch these poor players up with who just want to be out there, just want to be playing. But there we go, the final tests.
Thanks very much, guys.
And of course, Evan Morris wants to be back out there. He scored 2 great tries, and
Come back on.
Bristol Bears will still feel as though they can get something from this game. And who's to say they can't? First of all, they've got to get this ball back off Harlequins. The scrum's been pretty strong for the home team.
Bones. Set.
Bristol really going after that scrum. Oh, but going after it illegally.
On the angle. One on the angle.
If you're going to go after it, you've got to go after it straight.
So the mark's the middle. 10. The mark's
George
the
Leyland just getting a little too carried away on the loose head side. Of course, when you're on the loose head side, you don't have as much ballast. So if you don't push straight, your hips will swing out. It's an easy decision for the official to make.
So we've got your loose walking around the corner.
Confirmation from the referee.
Guys, Bristol were on their mark. So guys, if you set the meter, thank you.
Run, sir! Run, sir! Yes!
Not straight, outside shoulder. Reaching on the outside shoulder.
Wow. Oh, here we go. Every time
you need to stay straight.
Bristol have the ball at a set piece, there is an air of expectation around this ground. The neutrals can't wait to see what's going to happen. The Bristol Bears fans awaiting another miracle, and Harlequins fans are hoping that they can dig in and defend, because they are going to have to here. Bristol seem to either cough up the mistake or score a world-class try. Kai Geely still out there. The heartbeat scrum half. Solid scrum. And now Bristol cut loose. Geely on the wraparound. There seems to be so much space every time they're on the ball, carving through the dummy. But into the 22. Overlap on the right-hand side. Quinn scrambling, trying to create that maul and finding touch. Well, Bears got in behind, but Quinn's digging.
Bristol, you'll be
The job not
Bristol,
done, but a
you'll be
small
here, mate.
part of it ticked off.
Quins will be in the line.
No huddling.
How do they create so much space? Absolutely outstanding attacking play. But calm in the chaos counts for defence as well. Decent ball. Oh, and a great carry. Great carry. That's the early try scorer, Gerald Gorleku. Really gets Quins out of trouble there.
Leave now, White, thank you. Back foot.
Hayden Amos adds a little bit of length to the Caterpillar.
Quins or Bristol?
Go quickly from the line now. Evan Morris brought down. Oh, here we go.
Come off, please, thank you. So I haven't seen anything. Tell me what you've seen. Yep. Okay, so it's against 16. Contact on the body, so penalty only. Okay. Okay, so we've got a penalty against Quins, last break, against Bristol. Against Bristol, last breakdown, 16 coming in at the side. Is it on you? Is it you, Guy, around here? Guy, rough mark? Okay. Okay. Keep time off your player. It will be a Quins penalty to restart. Thank you. Tegan? Just here. Around here.
Another one.
Just come straight in at the side.
Well, regardless of what happens in this game, who knows? There could be another 3 tries in the remaining however minutes, and 3 could go to Bristol, 3 could go to Quins, or they could share them. But if Bristol Bears don't get anything from this game, their discipline will be one of the things that they can look back on. And we've spent so much time talking about Bristol Bears' discipline and the penalties they've given away and the tries they've scored. Forget about some of the brilliant things that Harlequins have done, particularly through the forwards, where they really set the platform in the first half. So 6 minutes on our clock. That's the clock in the stadium that says 21 seconds. It's not so solid, crew. Right, we're going to get a great view of if this is straight or not. Straight as an arrow. Oh, that looked forward, but it's bounced up to Bristol. This could be a gift. It's a race for the corner. Oh, what a tackle! Try-saving tackle, maybe a game-saving tackle. How on earth did Bristol not score, and how on earth do Harlequins still lead? This is absolutely astonishing defending. This game just will not die.
We've got about...
Oh, it was a 3-on-1. That is one of the tackles of the season, whether it's men's rugby, women's rugby, senior rugby, junior rugby. Oh, it was a loose ball. Just look at this chase. The initial carry was great. Pins back his ears. Does not quit. Just gets a hand on the arm, a hand on the ball. That's going on the highlights reel.
I think while we're waiting, I'll have a word with both team managers and see if they're happy. You could just... Take your time.
Well, we could do with another time check, please, referee. It's been stop-start for the last few minutes, hasn't it? We're just conferring amongst ourselves. We think we just heard the referee say 28:30 played, which would give us 6.5 minutes, which about ties in with what we've got on our live stream clock. And a lot of the rugby is being played in this corner. Is he
continuing or not?
You can see those spectators stood outside the cage just trying to get a view of the action. And the longer the break, the more the nerves set in, not just...
28:30 played, which means 16 o'clock.
Oh, that is confirmed by the referee. 28:30 played, so 6.5 minutes to go. with all these breaks in play, how long those 6.5 minutes take is anybody's guess.
So we've got Quins.
Okay, we're back in business. Just to think, we find ourselves here off the back of a Harlequins penalty where they coughed up the ball, and you cough up the ball against Bristol Bears at your peril.
Called 5 drop numbers.
Graham to the front. Looking for the maul, drifting towards the touchline. Trying to squeeze a penalty here, Quins, but instead they're going to go to the boot. And up the channel. Oh no, it's been fumbled. And it's Casper Reeves, probably the first mistake he's made all game.
By Quins, so Bristol on it, was it? Is it Bristol?
Well, he had time there.
He stepped out, thank
Probably
you.
already thinking
Bristol there. Your players carried it out.
about the counter-attack, wasn't he? Difficult to be too upset with him from a Bears perspective, given how he's finished today. But a decent maul, a decent kick, and look where Quins find themselves, another 40 metres up the pitch. To the front. Oh, a nice pickup. Wasn't a perfect ball. That was a good ball though. Little bit of space for Quins to attack now. Sharp out there on the far side. Good tackle. He's bailed into touch and nearly finds himself under one of those goalposts.
So just a line out. Thank you.
So inside the last 5 minutes.
Still off. 5 minutes.
Confirmed it is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Ball in Bears' hands, and the place in the pitch means absolutely nothing for them. Spencer Codling, the longest to tie his laces in history. Gone to the back, into the hands, and oh, it's gone forward. That was a big opportunity to turn that ball over. Look at this carrying.
Advantage over.
They're on a knock-on advantage here. Bristol Bears, but it never lasts too long. Big carries up the short side, aggressive tackling as well. Codling tips the shoulder. It's really good line speed too. Noah screen. Flies off the line.
Against Bristol.
But it's when they put the width on it.
What's the advantage? Time off.
Here's what I've seen. Have you seen anything?
Nothing. I've played away.
Trying to listen in here and not getting anything.
Okay, so let's come on.
The direction of the referee's arm here, absolutely huge.
Was there? So if I haven't seen anything. So you count the facts to me. So you have white number 7.
Number 7.
Yeah. Is it intentional or is it just... Okay, in which case we have no foul play. So we'll have to start with the white scrum because white are in possession. So just describe them once more.
So I have white number forward to the ground.
Forwards to the ground is the ball carrier.
As he rolls over,
Okay.
boots connect with the head of the pelvis.
But you believe it's an accident?
I believe it's an accident.
So there's no foul play, so we'll restart since white were in possession. White were in possession here. You've got the mark, have you? Okay, so we'll start here. Okay, so since we have no, that's right. Since we have no foul play, we'll continue white scrum since Bristol were in possession.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So it's just a scrum here. We've had good communication. There was no foul play. We'll start with this scrum here. Thank you. So, explain to captains. Yeah, just captains.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. So we've just had a conversation with my assistant referee. So instinctively, he's seen white 7 as he's rolling to get up. His foot makes contact with the head of a Harlequins player. However, when I've asked whether he thinks it was intentional or if it was an accident, he says it's clearly an accident. So we're going to restart with the white scrum.
Yeah. How long's left on the watch?
So 4 minutes now. Yeah.
Okay,
thank you. Yeah, it's your ball. So if miscommunication, it'll be a white scrum. Thank you. Time back on. 4 minutes, lads.
No, you're watching anything funny blind. Tight! Anything funny blind, all you know, get wide early.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Blind!
Straight up, back we come.
Let's go, boys.
So on you, thank you. White, use the end of the line, lads, yeah? Thank you.
Numbers. Let's go, boys.
Sit, please, thank you.
Chase, Pop.
Quince here, please. Cheers.
We are back in business, and so are Bristol Bears. 2 minutes of this one to go. Penalties one way, then the other. We've had a couple of errors, a couple of moments. The referee in his AR stopping the play and then giving Bristol Bears a scrum put in, but then an overthrown line out, and Ashton Graham with an outstanding carry. Then he gets whacked in the ribs for his trouble. He's been an outstanding performer today, Graham. And maybe there's some space for Quins to exploit. Bullenacker's beaten. What a drifting, mazy run. And into the 22 go Quins. Another try here would seal the victory. Oh, it's gone forwards though. And this is the turnover ball that Bristol Bears thrive on. Oh, good tackle. Important tackle as well.
It would be a turnover.
It was a good turnover. We'll go back for the scrum.
Where's the mark play?
And Bristol Bears have got 60 seconds to find a converted try.
Back here, thank you. So just
pick up their second draw in 2 weeks.
Was a good turnover there.
Oh, this has been an outstanding game, hasn't it? Those of you who are tuning in across the Harlequins socials, YouTube, TikTok, make sure you follow the club on Instagram and X as well. And join us next week too. We're at the Stone X for the London Derby. Saracens versus Quins to end the regular season.
Use it 9.
Up the short side then. Surely a last throw of the dice here for Bristol Bears. Any error here in this part of the pitch could cost them the victory. Oh, and there is that error.
You got a mark to me, mate.
Oh no, Math Jones offside. And we've said it before, we'll say it again, this game just will not die. That's our clock on 70. But a reminder, we're not linked in with the referee. She's checking both watches though. She's not said last play. It's a conservative touch, but it is Bristol Bears line out. Harlequins 38, Bristol Bears 31, 11 tries shared between the teams.
Yeah, it's time.
Elliot Williams, the latest to go down. It's been played at a real pace, a real physicality.
Yeah, up the scrum, mate. Thank you.
Looks like some discomfort as well. Does Williams. Been a long old second half with the stoppages.
That's last play. Lads, this is last play, time's up.
There's the hat-trick man, Ashton Graham.
Borders off, please, time's still
And
up.
this
Hold them,
is
please,
it.
guys. Just hold them, just hold him.
One big defensive set will do it for Quins.
So right, we've got Quins on the
One
edge.
Bristol Bears special will give them the chance to equalise. Oh, what a game. What an end to the game as well.
Blown time on, so we need to retake. Thank you. Unblown time on. Yeah. Got to wait for me, lads.
A question that I'll ask the official after this. If it's last play and she hasn't blown time on, does it matter? Obviously it does. 38-31.
Not straight.
Another chance here.
But we must take the
Oh, that's
option.
not
Scrum or line
straight.
out. We can't finish on not straight. Scrum or line out. Scrum called. Not straight. Scrum or line out.
And that should be it for Harlequins. They've
I've made
opted
that
for the
mistake.
scrum.
That's all right, don't worry.
You can't finish on a.
That's all good. Wait, it's fine.
Pardon?
It's fine to play.
Final play, correct.
But if I were Quins now, I'd be bracing myself. Surely Bristol Bears are going to throw absolutely everything at this scrum, try and pick up a penalty and kick it into the Quins 22. This is a big moment for these young front rows.
Stop.
And they have gone after the scrum as well. Oh, it's loose ball. Oh, and it's not done, or is it?
Driving across. No, sorry. Right, driving across.
Oh, it's a Quins penalty.
Driving across.
The arm goes one way, then the other.
No advantage driving across.
Bristol Bears driving across in the scrum. Elliot Williams puts the ball dead and thus ends one of the games of the season. Seems like it's every week with these two teams at the moment.
Forward play, lads, forward play.
It was a late winner against Bath to remain undefeated previously, but managing to withstand that Bristol Bears comeback, scoring some beautiful tries. A hat-trick for Ashton Graham, Jago Morgan, Emmanuel Shenu Abu, Gerald Gorliku, and Sean Sharp as well. A hat-trick for Casper Reeves is in vain. The brace for Evan Morris. Discipline costing Bristol. Harlequins remaining undefeated. Let's take a look at some of these tries. Casper Reeves. That was the try that gave Bristol Bears the lead, which looked a long way off at 12-0 down. And then when they went down to 14, we wondered whether or not Quins could gallop away with it. But there is a lot of fighting spirit in this Bristol Bears team. And given some of the rugby they've played, it's incredible that they haven't won more games this season. But discipline is everything. Oh, this bouncing ball, this was a fabulous try, wasn't it? Great riding of the contact. Good to see forwards putting hands on it. Sean Sharp, he had an excellent game. And Ashton Graham loitering out there on the edge. That was his hat-trick try. And again, just riding that challenge there, Finn Cunnison. Sean Sharp, he's a classy operator at 15, isn't he? But the drama wasn't done there. This was the try that looked as though it had sealed it for Quins. It gave him a 2-score lead. Big Jago Morgan. How about that for a line from a tight head and the finish as well? That restored the 2-score lead. The conversion was good from underneath the post. Really good line. Bruno Lamb, be frustrated he slipped off the tackle. George Williams couldn't quite get there to tackle the big man. But the world he's kept coming for Bristol. George Williams breaking through there, had options both ways, dummies right, passes left, and Evan Morris finishes with aplomb for the second time. Really nice try, just that ability to free the hands in the contact. And that's something that Bristol have been absolutely superb at. But it all filters down from the first team, doesn't it? They play like that in the Premiership. But this is the moment the game looked like it was won. It was a foot race here. Only looked like there was going to be one winner. And that man looked like he was from Bear Country. However, the try-saving tackle was, in fact, the game-saving tackle. And Quins got there in the end. It finishes here at Gordon School. Harlequins 38, Bristol Bears 31. We'll be back next week from the Stonex for the derby. And we'll see you then.